What's up, guys? JeramieLu Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry for my hair, it's all messy and stuff. We're gonna do a quick little what's in my bag lens style. So just kind of the lenses that are in my bag. I was actually asked about this the other day, and so I wanted to do a quick little video for you guys and show you what I bring and what I shoot with on a daily basis and why I use what I use. So we're gonna do a simple video. So I'm gonna get us all set up here, doing it all at once. I'm gonna kind of maybe rock that right. Oh God, you're sideways. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't yet, please share, like, and just subscribe, maybe thumbs up, and then share it if you like it. And then comment below on, like, do you use these lenses? Do you like these lenses? Are these cool? That's some stuff to do. So I carry everything in on my daily bag is a Low Pro, this baby, and it's heavy. And then I have a side bag, a messenger bag that I use. And I'll do a review on that later. But I use a messenger bag for everything else. This is my main bag. Lenses and camera go in the messenger bag, and that's how I work my life. So, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lenses that I've collected that I've sold and rebought, and this is kind of where I'm at now. I will tell you that when I first started, everything was an L lens through Canon because I thought that name brand and Canon and L lens was the way to go. After researching and testing and playing and YouTube and all that, I went the Sigma route. So Sigma art lenses are killing it right now. They're faster, they're better, they're sharper, at least for me, which should be for everybody. So, not starting off with Sigma. So the first lens I have is our beautiful 100 macro Canon L lens. I love this thing. I use this thing for, it's a great portrait lens, but I don't use it for portraits. So for weddings is the only really time that I use it. And when I'm shooting product photography, today I shot marijuana for a local company, dispensary, and grower. So I actually use this lens all day today. My gear actually smells amazing. So it's a macro lens, so I can get super close. Ring shots, shoe shots, detail shots. Anything I need to get close to, makeup shots that I want to get right in there and kind of get some really cool effects. And this is just a fun lens to have, just to go around and try to shoot bugs or your kid's eyes or whatever. So this is my macro. This is probably one of the cheaper lenses that I have within here. I think they're anywhere from $600 to $1,000 right now, depending on used and new, if I can remember right. I'm not doing the stats. My next is my 50 mil Sigma 1.4 art lens. This thing is, if you're a 50 mil shooter, which is what our eye sees in general, which is the most beautiful lens to use and is almost as realistic to life as possible, the 50 mil is the way to go. I love this lens. Every photographer should have a 50 in their kit, whether it's a nifty 50, the one above the nifty 50. This one is 1.4 aperture. And I want to say it's around $800 now. It's a Sigma Art. It's freaking amazing. It was my first Sigma lens that I got, and this is what sold me on the whole company. Now we have 35. Boom, 35. These look super similar, right? So when we're looking at it, one has a lip, one doesn't. I wish I would have done something a little different because when you're looking through your bag, they look exactly the same. 35 mil is my favorite lens personally. I use it for everything and anything that I can. It distorts just a tiny bit on the sides, but it pulls your client in or pulls the subject in and then pushes everything back. Love that lens. I use it for everything. This is like if I had one lens to shoot, like when I went to Mexico or Hawaii or anything, if I had to take one lens, this is a lens that I would take and get everything done with it. 35 and 50, they're not too far off, but this is for a little more fantasy, a little more distortion. This is less distortion. Love that lens. Next, it's kind of a newer lens that I have. I actually traded in my 85 Canon. This is 85 Sigma 1.4. 1.4. 85. Amazing portrait lens. Amazing. It has amazing compression. This thing is a freaking awesome sauce. Like, I love 85. Everybody should have 85 in their kit. With that being said, the 3 lenses I take on all my portraits are always going to be the 85, the 35, and the 50. These, with my camera, stay in my camera bag, and this is what I use for 90% of all portrait, maternity, family shoots, anything that I go walking around and about, these are the 3 lenses that I have. So when people are saying what 3 lenses do you need for every shoot, it'll be these 3. This one is this one was about 6 to 9. No, this was about 700. I want to say this one's about 900. This one's a little bit more. I want to say like 1100. I can't remember. It's one of the newer ones that I got. This baby I just got and just came out. This is a 14 mil 1.4 Sigma art lens. Super wide, super amazing. I had the 20 up until about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Got this thing instead. It just came out. I freaking love it. I shot a wedding with it. I've been shooting the girls, kind of doing cool distortion things with it. And this thing is awesome. Wide angle, landscape. But this is the priciest Sigma lens that they have right now. I bought it for $1,600, which is crazy to think about. But it replaces a 16 to 35 that Canon uses. I love this. 14 mil, amazing. And of course, every wedding photographer has to have the 70 to 200 2.8. This is a version 2. I got this as one of my very first lenses that I got. I remember ordering it, buying it, being super excited. And of course, when I got it, this is me. I'm a professional. This is how I'm working my life. I love this thing. I only use this now for professional headshots, lawyers, doctors, anything where I have to get that on a backdrop, boom, super easy shots that I use with this that I can easily do with the 100 or the 85, but I want to use this. And then the only other time is during ceremonies at weddings. I used to carry this I used to do 2 camera setup, just like this, walking around, and what I noticed was throughout a wedding day, I would do 90% of my shots on this camera, switching through these lenses, and 10% on this for a day, but this thing would weigh down my hip and my body all day, and it wasn't worth it anymore. Although I do love the 70 to 200, I just don't use it enough. It's one of those lenses that I might be getting rid of. I'm not sure. I know the community is like all about this lens. I know everybody loves this lens. I'm a prime shooter. I consider myself a prime shooter, except for this lens. But during a ceremony, it's amazing to get in and out without going in and out. But these are my lenses, guys. This is what I use and all I use. I don't have a tilt shift, although I think that'd be cool to have one day. But other than that, all of my work that you see is all done with this group of lenses. Now, what I want to know is, what do you guys use? What are your lenses that you have? Are there lenses here that you think that I should not be using or using something else instead? I'm a Canon shooter. But yeah, I think this is super cool. So thanks for requesting this video. I hope this helps. If you have any questions on what lenses to use with what, if I missed that, let me know. Otherwise, enjoy. Share, like, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Boom. All right, guys, have fun.